reigns supreme. NFL Live or debatable? Who knows the most about football? We have the spinning cube here of offseason news, NFL records, weird football, and of course, quarterbacks. I will spin the wheel. It'll land on a topic. Team Pablo and Domonique will get a question, and Mina will get a question. Each question's worth 10 points, and at the end, we will have a final question worth 50 points to see who knows the most about football.
Man, so not a great sign for Team Debatable that our leader has identified this rectangle as a cube and is also just pouring confidence out of every hole in his body. But sure, what is question number one?
I would like to be known as Alex Baster Trebek today. And question number one, we'll see what it is once I spin the arrow.
You can already tell he came up with Alex Baster Trebek and then reverse engineered this entire show around it. Glad to be back.
Oh, great. Domonique and Pablo, you get the first question, and it's off-season news. Question number one. This quarterback retired this offseason after playing for 9 different teams over 17 seasons and never making a postseason appearance.
Okay, the last part is just unnecessary. The last part's unnecessary. The Miami Dolphins are responsible for that, not the guy who was the answer to this question. Domonique, do you need me to answer this question?
I feel like this one is like tailor-made for you. I was concerned because I knew that this was going to end up being me versus Mina. But I am on to Alex Baster Trebek, and I appreciate what you're doing, buddy. I like it. Go ahead and answer it, and then we can complain about how much you love this man, even though he's not as good as you want him to be.
Who is Ryan Fitzpatrick?
10 points for debatable.
Never said we had to phrase questions that way. I want to just be clear about something. Pablo, you did that on your own volition unnecessarily.
We should all be doing that. Take the game seriously.
Can I point out, do you guys remember, maybe it's just me being old, but do you remember the game Simon, where it's like a circular thing? Yeah, you had to do it.
Yeah.
Does this board, it's just me, the board reminds me of Simon.
It does.
I want to play Simon now. It's like, I think Bop It is like the modern Simon. You ever play Bop It?
Ooh, yes.
I feel
Twist it.
Simon would be a good combine test, right? Like I know they got rid of the Wonderlic, but like there's like remembering patterns and visual learning. I mean, it's probably better than the Wonderlic.
By the way, Ryan Fitzpatrick, the record holder for the quickest Wonderlic test ever taken. If you're wondering about that trivia.
I think
if you're wondering whether Wonderlic correlates to success in football, Pablo just answered that question for you.
It does not. I think Benjamin Watson has the record for the highest score, right? Either him or McElroy. One of those guys.
McElroy famously had a high one, yeah.
Anyway.
All right, question number 2.
Alabaster?
That was great.
Okay.
Really showing out for debatable.
We're up. We're leading. Team Debatable.
Mina, your question. This player became a top 10 paid wide receiver this offseason, despite never having a 1,000-yard season.
Let's see. Pablo, what do you think? Who's the top 10 or not top 10?
This is for me.
Oh, isn't this for me?
Yeah.
It's for me?
But I know the answer. We're talking trash.
You can't hear us. We're caucusing so we can come in for the steal.
You can't. There's no steals allowed. Christian Kirk.
Yes.
Wow.
I do.
Right?
I do believe that's the right answer.
Validate me. Okay, so
10 points for Kimes.
I do believe. That is the right answer. Sorry, go ahead.
Just want to start off by saying this game is clearly rigged. My question was way harder than your question, but that's fine. Pablo definitely didn't know the answer.
The many haters and losers are saying this is rigged.
Yeah, maybe not the best time for me to be making rigged jokes right now. But yeah, so for those who forgot, Christian Kirk, slot receiver, Arizona, very solid. Number 2 there, got paid all of the money by Jacksonville. Was probably the most shocking contract given out this offseason. Jacksonville goes into the offseason with a lot of cap space, draft picks, and an obvious mandate to build around Trevor Lawrence, and made some dubious decisions in terms of allocating that cap space, one of which was, as the question says here, making Christian Kirk one of the 10 payest wide receivers in football. Even he's not bad. It's just he's not a top 10 dude.
He's not. And then a lot of people complained about him breaking the receiver market, which I don't necessarily agree with that being the case. But either way, he didn't. I mean, his talent is not, or his production has not been.
Domonique, stop consorting with the enemy. What are you doing?
What?
No,
I'm not consorting with the enemy.
Like trying to form rapport with her? No.
Pablo, what you don't understand is this is not a real game show. None of us actually win. I'm trying to provide some content and context for the people who are going to watch this. You want to beat Mina. I want the people to enjoy what they're watching.
Domonique, get that dog in you. Everything you just said was dogless. Get it in you.
I'm sorry.
When did that? Okay, wait. When did that become a thing? When did everyone start? Oh, is that Lenny?
I didn't even know we had that. That is incredible producing.
Okay, print that out and mail it to me immediately. It's going on my backdrop. Please,
For the
Charlie.
podcast audience, you're gonna want to
urgently need this. No, I feel like I never heard that. And then one day, I want to say, like at the beginning of the summer, everybody was just saying it about every NFL player. He's got that dog in him. He's got a little bit of dog in him. I think about Mac Jones. It was said maybe by Matt Judon or one of his teammates, or no, it was like Jonnu Smith. He's got all the dogs in him. How many dogs can one person have? Was there a dog scale or the different kinds of dogs
in you? Yes.
I mean, it's like it's been around football as long as I've been in football, but you're right. It became like so like mainstream to the point of mockery. But I don't know what was the tipping point, because like it was always shorthand for like he's a fighter. And I remember like during recruiting, it was big to be able to find an offensive lineman with dog in him, because because offensive line, like the bigger guys, is normally
that's ironic because they have the most space for dogs.
They just aren't always the most aggressive. And then you find a big
offensive
like when
lineman?
I was coming up. Yeah, so like coming out of high school, it was I don't know. I guess it changes. It self-selects. Once you get to the league, all offensive linemen are very dog-like. But coming out of high school, I just remember hearing players be described as like, he's an old lineman, but he got the dog in him, because a lot of old linemen are just, I don't know. You're just kind of big.
No, offensive linemen you got to describe as nasty to be successful. Yeah. My question is, do you spell it D-O-G or D-A-W-G?
Definitely the latter.
Yeah, I don't think you spell it. It's not something you can spell.
Oh yeah, if you spell something, you don't have the dog in you. Very anti-spelling.
I got one question for you, Pablo.
What's up?
How much did you regret that "who let the dog in you" joke immediately once you said it?
How many dogs can one person have? Was there a dog scale or the different kinds of dogs
in you? I honestly regret that I didn't lay out for Mina more so I could have the stage to myself when I said it. That's my only regret. I kind of stepped on Mina's joke, which is probably funny to get that one out, which I'm proud of, and it's probably even funnier than that. So I am regretful on that level.
I had a joke that I pulled back on because I knew it wasn't funny enough, because unlike Pablo, I have
standards.
I would say I'm judicious when it comes to the jokes I use on the show.
I think it's partially my fault. I should be more judicious in the laughs that I give my friend Pablo, because I think I encourage him. Or it's just like
just being a good teammate.
So,
just being a teammate.
I'm pulling back.
We're teammates.
I'm pulling back.
Stop denying our teammate dynamic. Alabaster.
The joke was that it feels like they're, that like stop trying to make fetch happen. Only it's about a dog, like a little fetch dog. I didn't tell the joke though, so it's fine.
That would have worked. See, Mina, dogless as well, tries to crawl in with a joke as if it's not a joke.
For sure.
Trying to get the best of both worlds.
All right, guys.
You get the worst of one of them.
Next question. We're gonna clear the topic on off-season news. I got one more for each of you guys. This one goes to Team Debatable. This wide receiver switched teams this offseason and is already defending his quarterback after false reports that his QB struggled in minicamp.
I'm gonna throw you the alley-oop, Domonique.
That means you don't know the answer?
Oh, I do.
I mean, I feel like I would rather have you give the wrong answer than me get the right answer.
He knows this
you're gonna think
I'm not gonna die on this hill.
Yes, you're gonna say the wrong answer. Yes, I love it. Please go.
Wait, that's not it?
No.
We're not talking about Tyreek Hill, because that is my answer.
That wouldn't be my answer.
What's your answer?
What's your answer?
My answer is AJ Brown.
Oh,
Tyreek
you're
Hill.
both right. actually.
They're both probably
kind
correct
of
answers, but
yeah, no,
Tyreek
you're
Hill,
right, actually. Yeah. Well, it's really a semantics thing, not to jump in here, but Tyreek Hill, minicamp. Well, so Tyreek Hill defended Tua after the video that circulated. Right. So I think what this question comes down to, the accuracy of Pablo's answer, is whether you think that video was a false flag operation.
Yeah, so Tyreek Hill defended his quarterback after the video. So if the bottom line was like, in response to a Twitter video, my answer would have been dying on the Tyreek Hill. However, it was struggles in minicamp. I believe the answer is AJ Brown.
Wow, Dominique, you want 2 and on all over us, huh? That's what you want. That's what you want for our team.
I don't
5 points for debatable. Dominique was right and Pablo was wrong. It is AJ Brown.
What? He never answered. He said die on the hill. He didn't
Shouldn't
say
that be 2.5 points? They didn't actually get it right. Dominique
10-point question.
Right.
They're getting half credit. That's
it's a 10-point question.
This was a trap, is what this was.
I saw the trick in there. So take that, Alex Master.
Damn.
So I have a follow-up to all you guys, because you guys are football experts. The Eagles, to me, dream team. They seem loaded. Are they going to be awesome, or is this all going to fall on Jalen Hurts and how good he's going to be with, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and et cetera, of skill position players?
Mina?
I think well, actually, I'll say this. I think they're going to be good even if Jalen Hurts isn't great, because I think this offense, this whole team is so stacked on both sides of the football. I think if Jalen Hurts is good, then not only can they win the playoff game, they can actually make a playoff run. But he has to be good for them to get past that wild card hump.
Yeah, I think I agree with all of that. But there's also a scenario where they aren't even good. And I don't think that it falls on Jalen Hurts, only. I mean, you put together these teams, and football is one of those sports where there's so many different variables and interconnected dynamics that things can go wildly wrong. But yes, this team is loaded.
Wow. Dominique, you should try to go on First Take and answer questions about every football team that way. It's actually a set of interconnected dynamics, and, you just never, it's like very unpredictable. Why are you asking me who's under pressure and who's going to win the division? Get out of here with that. Nobody wants to
nerd.
All right, that's fine.
What a nerd.
They're my Super Bowl pick.
Nerd
Nuance.
Super Bowl. Making picks.
Multivariate equation.
That's great. All right, Mina, your question. To take the lead. This star receiver compared his new team to the 2019 Chiefs. He said, I see the same team.
My guess is...
This is, again, way harder than your question. Okay, no. I'm going to say it's either Tyreek or Devontae. I mean, I guess Tyreek would be my answer. I don't think Devontae Adams would randomly compare the Raiders to the 2019 Chiefs.
10 points for Team NFL Live.
Can we take a beat to talk about Tyreek Hill, the podcaster? Because
he has a podcast, which I discovered recently.
It's called It Needed to Be Said, and literally everything he says does not need to be said on the podcast. But chiefly, he will not shut up about Tua Tagovailoa. Like, at first it started with him defending, the deep ball video that we talked about, which, whatever. And then he's saying, he's actually more accurate than Patrick Mahomes, which invites some mockery. But the latest bit is the one that really stunned me, where he was talking about he was talking about how quarterbacks in this league have a short leash, even first-round quarterbacks. And he was like, "Yeah, this is probably going to be it for Tua. This is his last chance." Dude,
right.
What? Like, we all know that's true, but you don't need to say it. I mean, I'm all here for athletes being honest, and I know we criticize them for being banal, but this is one where it's like, okay, that you actually did not need to be that honest.
I mean, new media.
I love it. Nothing on a podcast actually has to be said unless it's a bad joke.
It's actually a great. First off, how dare you? Again. Second of all, I just like how the best way to get an athlete to open up is to just get them to talk to themselves.
Feels like it's being manipulated.
Records. Okay, we're gonna take it up a notch because these questions are pretty hard. First question. This is gonna go to Mina because she is in the lead. This player has the most passing yards and passing touchdowns through his first 2 seasons in NFL history.
Passing yards and passing touchdowns through his first 2 seasons in NFL history. I'm just
Oh,
Can you not hear me?
Okay, got you. You were
No, I thought you were trying to psych
out.
her out, Dominique. I was gonna be like, good psych out, but no, you're just actually honestly trying to help your opponent. Great.
This is tricky because do we count Patrick Mahomes' first season?
Yeah. My guess is you have to count Patrick Mahomes' first season. He played. It wasn't like
That's right.
he completely redshirted. So I do not think he is the right answer.
Am I wrong in
Stop
thinking?
helping her.
Not helping her. Like, she knows it.
I don't know it actually.
No, she knows it's not Patrick Mahomes.
I think Justin Herbert broke Mahomes' touchdown record, so I'm gonna go with Justin
Ding, ding,
Herbert.
ding. 10 points
I
for
guess
Team
so.
Kimes.
Boom,
3
boom,
for
boom.
3.
I want to trade
Nailing
teammates.
My false flag theory is that Dominique is Mina's teammate.
I would much rather be, honestly. Like, it would be much more fun. We could actually talk through these answers together instead
Dominique, we're gonna need a players-only meeting.
Wait,
guess.
wait. Sorry. We live in the age in which Kevin Durant wants out with 4 years left. Who's stopping
Ooh.
Dominique from demanding a trade
yeah.
to Team Kimes here?
Pablo, you better get this next one right, because I am demanding a trade.
All right, Team Debatable.
So
Here's
hard.
your question. Cooper Kupp became the first wide receiver to win the Triple Crown since this player in 2005.
2005. This is Triple Crown of receiving statistics specifically, yes? So catches, yards, and touchdowns.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Wait, is
Dominic,
there another
we're working
Triple
through
Crown?
this, buddy. Were you, home runs, batting average, and RBI.
Secretariat, ever heard of him?
Wait, Dominique, were you playing in 2005? No.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was my rookie year, 2005.
Let's lean on
my
you,
rookie
buddy.
year.
Come on.
What are you
Come
talking
on.
about? I just told
Who
you.
was the best receiver in the league in 2005?
I'm depending on this front office to show me that they want me. This is right now your opportunity to show me that you want me. Or, I might become a free agent after this question. We'll see.
All right, so players who would have absolutely beat Dominique in 2005. I guess Randy Moss.
Randy
Was he
Moss
in
is one.
2005? Yeah, he would have been there.
He was in Oakland
Raiders,
in 2005.
yeah, so not
he wasn't
that.
putting up
Okay.
big numbers. Yeah.
God.
Jerry Rice was in the league in 2005.
Okay, this is not helping.
Actually, he did play 2005. 2004 was his last year. He was in trading camp.
Yeah, he was definitely taking off his clothes on top of a stage somewhere for older women by that point.
Guys, this question was a little bit hard, so I'm going to give you guys a one-word hint. Just to be fair, because,
How is it?
I believe in fairness in this competition.
Okay.
The one-word hint will just be ice.
Ice.
Like as in Matty Ice?
As in Julio? 2005 though?
Yeah, that seems long ago for Julio.
2005 was
This is a bad
17
hint. I'll give you another hint.
years ago.
Yeah, Matty Ice wasn't even in the league in 2005.
I'll give you a second word.
Ah, you're bad.
Ice up.
Oh, come on.
Ice up.
Come on. Can I answer this?
Mina for the steal.
Wait. Oh. Ice up.
It's
Yeah.
Steve Smith Sr.
There we go.
Ice up, son. Also,
Yeah.
I just want to say something that just occurred to me that Alex Trebaster,
That was
whatever the hell he's-
embarrassing.
having him ref this game is like having, I don't know, Andy Reid be the ref in the Super Bowl if the Chiefs are playing. He's on your team.
No, he's not on my team.
Some would say that
Because
he is not on our team. In fact, I would say
He's
that I have
giving
no one
you
on
the
my
easiest
team.
hints in the world. Do I get those points, by the way?
Dude, it's 40-15, Team Kimes.
Yeah. It's an aggressive spin.
Who's up? Are these all free-for-alls now?
I'm going.
I don't know.
The rules are pretty arbitrary.
Yeah,
Wow, this wheel's amazing.
Oh.
We haven't doubled
Real
up
good.
points
No, he's
Real good
manipulating it.
yet. Clearly. All right, first question goes to Team Kimes. This quarterback has thrown more fourth-quarter interceptions than any other quarterback since he was drafted in the first round in 2018.
Oh, 2018, so you're looking at... I would guess... I'm going to guess it's either Darnold or Mayfield. I'm going to guess...
Fourth quarter interceptions?
Mayfield threw so many last year, though.
I mean, who were the...
I'm gonna-
Lamar was in
I'm
the
gonna-
first round, too, that year.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Mayfield. feel like he
Ding,
threw
ding,
so
ding.
many
It is
last
Baker
year.
Mayfield.
Nicely done.
This is a rout. 50-15.
Yeah.
Team Kimes is annihilating Team
Whew.
Debatable, even
You're
with
way
preferential
too
treatment.
excited about just crapping all over your own team out.
Is
It
there any
does.
chance that Baker's going to be decent in Carolina, or is he just like on his
There's a
way?
chance.
Decent being the operative word, yeah. I mean, I was, when this trade happened, I kind of looked at Carolina's roster and I found myself finding it a little less bad than I thought. Like the offensive line, if Ike Ekwonu, they drafted at left tackle, is any good, made some nice additions there. DJ Moore, healthy. Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey is not a bad triplet. The biggest concern I'd have from Mayfield is the offensive coordinator, Ben McAdoo, had old takes exposed about Baker Mayfield, which is why.
Wait, what did he say?
He ranked him. It's funny because this would have been a good trivia question. He ranked him, I think, 6th back in 2018 amongst the quarterbacks that year. And I don't know why he was ranking quarterbacks or what the context was, but he was not a believer. And now, he's his quarterback.
Yeah, combined with the not that old take of Robbie Anderson saying no. I don't know how Baker Mayfield could end up in a less friendly environment.
Yeah.
His coach and his receiver don't want him there.
I like to think that Ben McAdoo had a podcast that no one listened to, and he was just ranking quarterbacks.
It might have been something like that. It might have been. I mean, he might have been on a podcast or something. I don't know.
Man.
All right, guys. Next question. And this has actually been going around Twitter recently with our friend
Wilson.
Ryan Clark. And this is for Team
no.
Debatable. This former first overall pick, who's considered a bust, recently told Ryan Clark, if you're going to call me a bust, put the biggest on that mother bleeper.
So I'm just going to say all of the jokes that I have here, I'm not going to say because I'm growing as a person.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
That's number one.
Do you know the
Also,
answer?
my original guess of Zach Wilson actually does apply to this question.
That was, I can only nod to the fact that my joke got stolen from right in front of me. I can only admire that.
She found a way to do it that wasn't going to be as crude as yours. That's well done. All right, Pablo. So do you want to answer it?
Yes.
You want to earn back my respect and get me out of free agency?
I do. Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
I'm
50 to
asked
25.
I keep getting asked about statistics and name this quarterback. You're literally asking them about a trending topic of the day.
Okay, well, Mina, you're right. I have a really easy question for you. And this is the last question in quarterbacks. But if you get this wrong, it's the easiest question we have in the show. You lose 10 points. You'll be within 15 of them. This
Russell
quarterback has played football in Michigan, spent part of his career as a backup, and is known by some simply as TB12.
No, this is going to be a trick question. Other than him, who is known as TB12? Trying to think of other Michigan quarterbacks. TB.
Where did Terry Bradshaw go to school? He was TB12.
Somewhere in Louisiana.
That sounds about right.
Michigan.
Maybe the answer is actually Tom Brady. He said
Yeah,
it was
can we
a
say
good
Tom
question.
Brady final answer from Team Debatable just in case it's just a straight up question and Mina's overthinking it?
I think he said it was an easy question. Maybe he was being honest.
I was
You
trying
wanna
to let you guys
respond to
back in
that?
the game, but you guys will lose 10 points because it is Tim Boyle. Detroit
I was
Lions
thinking about that. I was
backup.
thinking about that. Yeah. Because the
Tim
Lions.
Boyle.
Yeah, it was on
Well
the tip of my
done.
tongue.
Google Tim Boyle. There's some crazy headlines about the man with the golden arm. It's
I
crazy.
am not going to
question,
Google
Charlie.
Tim Boyle. That looks like an AI generated person.
Us spoilheads, remember.
Boyle heads.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to a few final questions here.
I thought that was the last.
Each one of these questions are worth 20 points. It's 50 to 15. This question is going to Team
Changing the
Debatable.
scoring.
This player was traded to the Falcons for a conditional 7th-round pick in 2009.
Domonique,
let's
buddy,
think about
hold
it.
on.
Let's
hold
think
on.
about it.
Hold on. Maybe this will help us.
Yes.
This player.
Look at him.
Eventually.
Boy, it's so sexy.
Do they even make
Final
shorts
answer.
like that anymore?
No, the shorts are not that big anymore.
20 points for debatable. Wow, we got a ball game here. 50 to 35. Look at this.
This is bull.
Two more questions. Next question for Mina. This receiver was the target of Russell Wilson's goal line pass in Super Bowl. I don't know the Roman numerals. The one they lost. The pass that was intercepted by Malcolm Butler.
It was 49, and it was Ricardo Laquette.
That's right.
Lockett.
I mean, you're gonna not gonna pronounce his name right? Okay.
Oh, get out of here.
I think that's
Really?
only 10 points. 10 points
No.
for mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agreed.
As a Seahawks
What?
fan.
That was
This is
very-
outrageous.
Lickett.
Also,
He's
his
not
name's-
French.
His name was
It's
Ricardo.
Lockett. It's Lockett. Ricardo Lockett.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got 2 more questions. This one, it's now 60 to 35. This one goes for Team Debatable. This Super Bowl winning franchise is the second longest active playoff drought in the NFL behind only the Jets.
Playoff drought, active playoff drought, Super Bowl winning. Who's not been in playoffs in a long time? Second longest? Why? Who picks the second longest?
I believe. Can I? I think I know the answer. No. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know.
Here's
the
a
answer.
hint.
Playoff
Dominique
drought.
played there.
Ah, that really narrows it down.
So you played for 3 teams.
Yep.
It's not the Broncos.
Well, I mean, how do you know it's not the Broncos?
Because they won.
It has to be the
Well,
Broncos because
is it the Broncos?
The Falcons have never won a Super Bowl, and the Ravens or the Falcons. I guess the Falcons. It's a playoff drought, not Super Bowl drought. Yeah, they've never won a Super Bowl, and the Ravens have won a Super Bowl, but they are in the playoffs just about every year. So it has to be the Broncos.
Teamwork. Broncos.
Team Debatable back in this. It's 60 to
Oh,
55.
Good.
All I have
more
to do is not
question,
answer. All I have to do is sit this one out and
Well,
run
this
out
one's
the
for
clock.
This one's for both
No,
teams.
you don't know how game shows work. If the last question is
No,
always
yeah.
worth a lot of points. Come on, man. Don't
Exactly
you
right.
watch TV?
You get to how come they get to steal and I didn't get to steal the last?
You've
round?
stolen.
Hold
You've
on,
stolen.
hold on.
You stole
Who's-
first. You were the first stealer.
And whoever asked to steal, that's the whole point of stealing. It's not stealing if you got to get permission. Take it.
All right, Mina. If you don't get this question, Debatable can steal this for the win. And we're going to give you a little bit of leeway here. You can be within, half a game on this, on either side. According to sportsbooks, the Seahawks are projected to win this amount of games next season.
5.
It's 5.5. Mina wins. Mina wins trivia. Eat it, Team Debatable. I even fed Dominique the answer. He was supposed to get that one in a steal.
Come on.
Oh, gosh.
This is appropriate.
Yeah,
This is
I mean-
Yeah,
appropriate
it is
how this all
appropriate.
played out.
I think we can safely say I got that dog in me.
You do. And congratulations. Maybe you
Then
can
get Lenny
add
and
this.
hold him up when he's
You can add this win to the Seahawks record next year, so that you guys can still miss the playoffs.
I'd like to actually not have it and get Bryce Young in a year. So, ha.
Oh, presented by Corona.
Oh yeah. This friendship between me and Dominique that has now been ruined by this game has been presented by Corona.
Thank you, Corona.
We should have had that. We really should have.